Does my building require a fire alarm system? Let's take 2 minutes to see what the IBC has to say about Group R2. So R2 is going to be, for the most part, our apartment buildings. We're going to dive in and see what the fire alarm requirements are per the IBC for R2 occupancies. So IBC's 9072.9 states that a manual fire alarm system will be required when any of the following are met. If the building is 3 or more stories in height, you're going to need a fire alarm system. If you have any dwelling or sleeping units that are located more than 1 story below the highest level of exit discharge, going to need a manual fire alarm system. If the building has more than 16 dwelling units, you're going to need a fire alarm system. We're going to be providing occupant notification as well as smoke alarms in all the sleeping units. Now, when we have the requirement for these pull stations, they will be installed according to NFPA 72's requirements, some of which are going to be pull stations have to be within 5 feet of all exit doors. You cannot have more than 200 feet of travel distance from one pull station to the next along the path of leaving the building. Pull stations will be mounted at a height between 42 to 48 inches above the finished floor to the actuator. Now, looking at smoke detection, we're not going to have smoke detectors, but we will require smoke alarms. They will be in all the sleeping units and in each sleeping room. They are not required to be connected to the building fire alarm system. Smoke detectors are not required, just smoke alarms. For our occupant notification, we're going to be utilizing audibles and visibles, so horns and strobes. We'll have strobes in all common and public use areas, and within the sleeping areas, our audibles will have to produce a 520 hertz tone. Here's your exceptions. Pull stations are not required if the building is fully sprinklered. A single pull station is not always required in R2s. If a single pull is provided, it's located in an area that is not accessible to the general public. If you're looking to learn more, please check out our Brown Book. The NTC Brown Book is new and updated for 2025. It is fire alarm systems, A to Z, with extensive coverage of your occupancy requirements.